Yeah, but I've got to like say this. We're mates, aren't we?
Yeah.
Right. So I class you as one of my friends.
Yeah.
But I think you bang out of order for this Arsenal. Like what? How have you got a PSG scarf on? Yeah. So you know when you were a kid, right? You know when you were a kid and you went to Butlins on holidays with your mum and dad.
Go on, I'm listening.
Right, and you went to the swimming, you went to everything, don't you?
What do you mean?
When you're in Butlins, they've got all sorts going on: the snooker, the darts, the swimming. Like you enter in it, and you're a kid. Little comps.
Right.
So when you were at Butlins as a kid,
go on,
and there was swimming 100 metres.
I couldn't swim 100 metres.
And there's a French kid,
right,
lined up next to an English kid, gonna swim. Who do you want to win? Don't tell me you want the French kid to beat the English kid. Because that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing with PSG.
What are you doing?
You want PSG
what do you mean?
to beat Arsenal.
Why have you gone Butlins? Why have you...
Because I'm trying to take you back to your childhood, because you forgot your roots. You have forgot what being English is all about.
I don't know whether I have, mate.
You have.
No. So here...
You have.
No, right, okay.
Look at your scarf. How can you wear that? Hey? Disgraceful. Disgraceful. A French scarf.
It's a PSG scarf.
After what the French have done to us over the years.
Oh, it's a PSG.
And you, Butlins.
Why have you mentioned Butlins?
You got a French kid swimming against an English kid, and you want the French kid to win.
Okay. What about? Let me answer this. What about if the English kid, right? I really didn't like him. Bit too cocky. Coming out a load of rubbish.
So you want the French kid to beat him?
I'm giving you. I'm trying to give the scenario back to you. Right. You're painting to me.
I understand that bit.
Anyway,
I understand that bit. So, so what you're trying to say is, you hate Arsenal that much, you'd rather someone French beat them.
Yeah, I mean
that's what you said.
Yeah, I'm shameless about that. I'm not. It's not.
I can't believe it.
Do you know what? Who do you want to win?
Well, in the World Cup coming up, I'll give you an example. I want Scotland to win, and I want England to win. Honestly, I'm Welsh.
You're half
I'd
English.
rather them win
You're half English.
than Spanish
Hold
or French or Argentinian.
Hold on. You're half English.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't know anybody Brazilian, or I don't give.
So hold on.
Two hoots about anybody Argentinian.
So hold on. This is a very strange. I'm fine. I'm happy to have this conversation with you.
Right, go on.
All right. Why? You're Welsh, but half.
Born in Wales.
Yep, half English. Where's your, okay? What about your dad?
So my dad, Roy.
Yeah.
Right. He's the most competitive.
Roy Saunders. Didn't he manage Aston Villa?
No, that's Ron. So my dad was the most competitive man you've ever met in your life.
Right. Okay.
Right. To the point where he used to at golf, he'd look for his ball for 20 minutes. And he'd find his ball eventually, and then he'd say, "Roy, what did he get there?" He'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put me down for 3.
Right. So he cheated.
Right? More or less cheating.
Your dad was
At cricket, my dad was never out.
Right.
Never ever out. Never caught behind. Never LBW.
Right.
Never run out.
Right.
When he was fielding, it was never a 6.
No.
The ball stopped before that. Yeah, bordering on.
Do you know what? I've got a lot already. I've never met your dad. He's not with us anymore, is he?
Right, no.
Okay,
no,
but
he's not with us anymore.
Do you know what? But I like the sound of your dad.
So we're playing cricket, right? We're playing cricket together for BSC Velindre on a Saturday afternoon, 50 over.
What does the BSC stand for?
British Steel. It's like a steel company, right? So it's Saturday afternoon. We're playing cricket against Velindre and an athlete. Phil Bennett, the rugby player, the legend Phil Bennett, he's playing in the game, right?
Who?
For Velindre.
What's Velindre?
Velindre is a place near Llanelli.
That's a place.
Yeah, it's like a yeah.
So a company is.
So BSC Velindre are playing Velindre, right, in a league match, 50 overs on a Saturday afternoon. My dad.
I don't like your attitude. Right, I'm asking where these players. I don't like what your attitude.
What do you mean? Where's Velindre?
It sounds like a.
It's Velindre. If I said it a bit Welsher.
Go on, say it Welsher. Say it Welsher.
Velindre.
That's a place.
You rhyme it a bit.
Velindre.
Right, so it's a place near Llanelli.
Here we go.
You've heard of Llanelli, haven't you?
Where's that? Where is that?
Llanelli.
Where is it?
Just past Swansea, on the way to Carmarthen, on that route out
Where's Carmarthen?
to the coast. Carmarthen?
Where's Carmarthen?
West Wales. Are you winding me up? You got a French scarf on. You idiot. Anyway, right? So we're playing cricket.
Right.
So my dad.
Yeah.
So Vellinvall go into bat first. 50 overs.
Why, did he lose the toss?
Lose the toss. They smash us all around the ground. 285.
Right.
So we go into bat. Bear in mind, my dad's never out. He's one of them players. You know, you get in a team that's never out.
He's a cheat.
Yeah. So we're 100 for 7.
Right.
100 runs. We're chasing 285.
It's not good.
And we're 100 for 7. So my dad goes into bat, right? And he can't hit the ball off the square. His only shot is a flick off his legs to third man or fine leg or, right? That's his only shot.
Right. Okay.
They got a leg spinner on, Australian. He's turning it sideways.
Sorry. Is this like county cricket? Am I?
No, it's not county cricket, but it's like decent standard.
When you say he's an Aussie, I mean, it's not like Shane Warne's.
No, they're paying this lad. They used to pay him.
Yeah, you can have one. You can have one like foreign player come over, right?
Yeah, and they'd give him like.
But it's a decent standard.
Yeah, so they give him.
It's not. Hold on. It's not like the pub across the road, the cricketers. There's somebody.
It's a decent standard, right? So this lad would get 300 quid for playing on a Saturday, which every week.
He come over from Australia because their season's finished.
So you're going to get 300 quid a week.
Right.
So he gets like, what, 1,200 a month?
Yeah.
Pays and a house.
Yeah, that's all right. That's decent. What year are we talking here? Well,
I was like 16. What am I now? 33?
Right.
What, like 16, right? So anyway, so my dad.
Talking 50 years ago.
My dad goes into bat,
yep.
right? And this leg spinner's turning the ball sideways.
Right.
And he can't get near the ball. And eventually he edges one.
Mm.
And the wicketkeeper catches it.
Yep.
And they all appeal. How is he? How is he?
Yeah. What do they say in Wales when they do that?
How is he?
They say the same thing.
Same thing as the English. Okay. And the umpire gives him out.
Oh.
And my dad shakes his head and goes, I never touched it. And he goes, well, I give you out, Roy. You're out. He goes, I never touched it. I'm not going.
Mm.
He refused to go, right?
Right.
So the umpire goes, Roy, I've give you out. You got to go. Yeah. He goes, I never touched it. I'm not going.
Oh, it's a standard.
And he looks round at the wicketkeeper and he went, you know I never touched it. You cheating.
Mm.
Right? I can't say the words live on radio. No. But he's calling the umpire, he's calling the wicketkeeper, you cheating.
He's calling all the names under the sun.
He goes, you better tell the umpire. Yeah. You better tell him I never touched it, or I will wrap this bat around your head.
Your dad said that? Was he a hard man, your dad?
No. He's like a little Roy Keane type character. Oh, he's like a raging lunatic.
He could have a row.
Yeah. No, he's just like aggressive.
Right.
Little. Yeah. What do you call him? Like a Tasmanian devil.
Oh, they're nasty little pieces.
He's going like
a honey badger.
Yeah. You better tell the umpire I never touched it. You know I never hit it. You're cheating. Right. You are cheating.
Right.
Tell the umpire I never touched it. Yep. I'm not going. Right. So their captain walks over and he goes, Roy.
Come on, Roy. Come on, matey.
Hey, we're not having any of that wrapping the bat round his head.
No, you can't do that, Roy.
We'll play on. Let's play on.
So he's got away with it.
He's going to play on. He goes, yeah, don't patronise me as if it's my fault. You know he's cheating. Of course we'll play on. So we played on, didn't we? I'm cringing. I'm walking around the boundary, 16. With
are you in the team?
Yeah, but I'm already out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm already out. I'm walking around the boundary. So he lasts another over.
Oh, he's got
one over and he's bowled, clean bowled. Can't argue with that. Right. There's no way he can argue. He's got clean bowled. Yeah. Off stump, out the ground.
There he goes.
So we go in afterwards. We lost. All out 120. We go in the clubhouse afterwards.
Yeah.
And they left one chair. You know, you have the home team and the away team tables. They left one chair on the end of the away team next to the wicketkeeper. So my dad comes out the shower because he's last out.
And why's he last out?
He was just because he was like in the shower last, and their captain goes, Roy,
Roy,
come and sit here.
Where's he?
Come and sit here. So he walks to the end of the table, and everybody knows what's going on.
Poor old Roy.
And the captain went, Roy, before you sit down, I'd like to introduce you to the local vicar. The wicketkeeper was the vicar in Vellinvall village. And he was calling him, I can't begin to tell you what he called him, you cheating. And he goes, he's the vicar, Roy. And my dad went, instead of saying sorry about that, he went, you should know better. Man of God. He said, you should know better.
Man of the cloth. Don't.
Oh, God. That's where I got my competitive instinct from.
Right. What's that got to do with my scarf?
French. Come on.
No, what's
Come
that?
on.
But what's that?
There's no one from France listening to this show.
I know, but what's that?
And you've got a PSG scarf on.
Hold on.
You're a traitor.
Hold on.
You're an absolute traitor.
Hold on a second, right? You've just told me a story about your dad. I've learnt more about your dad, right? His name's Roy. He was obviously a cheat himself. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he was.
He was like a honey badger. Had a mouth, had a potty mouth.
Oh.
Right?
Never out.
Longest in the shower for some reason.
No.
Right?
He's a midget.
No, but
Can you say midget?
No.
No, all right, I can't.
Anyway,
is that midgetism? Is that midgetism?
No,
you can, go on. Go on. He's only 5'6".
Okay. We're going to...
He's small.
Yeah, okay.
He's small. My dad was small.
Anyway, listen.
Right, go on.
Go on.
So anyway.
Hold on. Dano, I love your dad, right? And I wish I could have met him, but I've got to go to a break. And when we come back, we'll learn more about Roy Saunders.
My dad.
Yeah. Anyone's got any questions, right?
Played for Liverpool for 12 years.
Right. Okay. Any questions about Roy Saunders? 03717 2233 phone up, and you might think, oh, I wonder did this about? You can ask Dean Saunders anything about his dad. 03717 2233 44.